Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Britny Virginia. On this channel, I share beauty and lifestyle Christian content with you guys. And today I have a little story time chit chat video for you. And it is a story about, as you can read from the title and the thumbnail, that time I got approached by a dating show to be casted for a dating show. That is wild. So, so we'll just go back into how this even started, and my reason why for not accepting the offer. So about 2 years ago, I was on a dating app, a few of them, okay, because the streets are wild and crazy. But I was on a dating app called Salt. It's a Christian dating app, and it's basically trying to connect people of the Christian faith together. And it actually is a good platform. What I love about the platform is, look at me promoting and not getting sponsored, but it's okay. It's fine. The glory of God. But it's basically a dating app, and they have a set, limit of profiles you can view within the day, which I really like, because with dating apps, it can become this whole like thing of, you're just swiping through people and not realizing that this is actual people. These are not just like images. This is actual people that God have created in his own image. And we can be so frivolous with that and handling people's hearts. But obviously I know you have to be attracted to someone. Initially, I really don't believe in like growing attraction, or I think you can grow an attraction, but I don't think that's, just do that, focus on that. Like, it's not about focusing on an attraction, I think, but attraction is important to sustaining a relationship, I believe. Anyway, so I really love that attribute of them. And they had a few they have the YouTube video, YouTube channel, and they have a few videos about like, blind dates and third wheel dating, and also discussion topics. And one of the discussion topics, I was like, I have never seen like a discussion on disability and dating, especially from a Christian perspective. So I approached them, and they were like, at the time, it was the perfect time, because they already was considering interviewing people and talking about disability and dating. And so after I had my interview, they also had another interview, so you can check that out on their channel. So I spoke about my experience, and the other video that they have is actually a couple who ended up being together. And I remember the guy who was a bit nervous about like approaching her, or not approaching her, but I think accepting the fact that he liked her because of disability. And then they ended up being married and having a wonderful time, and it makes me think, like, you would think that as a Christian, this guy who watched, don't his channel is controversial, because I'm not going to tell you to go watch his channel, please, by use of your discretion, because I sometimes have to. But T Pendel, he was looking at the dating show Pop the Balloon, and he reviews some of the videos, and there was one Christian girl, and she was so gorgeous, so pretty, so cute. And it was one of their recent videos, and she's like, I'm not really attracted, the fact that you're not that tall, whatever it might be. She said something about being tall, and he was like, really? He was like, she is gorgeous, but like, I respect the fact that she has faith, like she loves Jesus or whatnot. But like, you're gonna miss out on the blessing because he's not tall enough. It's like, what would Jesus do? And it's like the fact that like Christian women have this standard, and it's like, this is something like a guy cannot stop. He cannot change that. You're gonna pass him away. And I also think it's the same thing as well with people and the way they look, like in terms of like their weight or their size and stuff like that. I think sometimes we turn people away because of that, which I think that is something that can change. Like, if you love someone and they want to, build better, healthier habits for their life, for a life for you guys to be together and for their family, I think that can be changed. As long as they want it, it can happen. But anyway, moving on. So you would think as a Christian, people are a bit more open-minded to accepting people as they are, especially in a relationship. And I think there's a surface level with, like, in the Christian space where it's like, people will accept you, as long as we don't have a close relationship together. that it becomes a whole different dynamic. They have a lot of expectations, a lot of standards. I think it's good to have standards because I have standards about my life and my dating life and, you know, who I want to be in a relationship with and who I will not be in a relationship with. So moving forward, I had this day in, you know, interview about the info disability, and I was just having the perspective of like, there are times, you know, when someone says, yeah, you know, when I say I have a disability, they just like completely like ignore or just go ghost me or something like that. So, but you can watch. I'll link the video down below so you can go watch it yourself and write some really amazing views, comments. I mean, thank you, and keep sharing it as well. That would be really great. So anyway, this production house saw it, and they're based in Los Angeles, and they were legit a production house, production studio. And they were piloting, well, not piloting, they were aiming to pilot. So they were in the development phase of the project, and they were scouting different applicants, and basically trying to cast for the show. So they saw my video and they approached me. The thing is, a lady approached me first, but she ended up being sick. So it was like, I think her assistant who ended up having the one-to-one meeting with me. And I said no. And the thing is, they were really great. They were like, they would fly out, and the crew would come to wherever, you know, the individual people are. They would do kind of like a blind dating kind of thing. They wanted to kind of create something like Love on the Spectrum. I don't know if you've seen that on Netflix, where it's not this like gritty. Oh yeah, there's not this gritty, like untasteful, untactful thing. They were going to be very tactful about how they presented it, and it was just going to be like a day in the life of each individual person, and them, you know, arranging blind dates with them. Basically, you would be paid for your time, and I already thought it was a great concept and idea. And my initially thought was like, oh my gosh, that sounds really cool, and I would love to be a part of the production. So one day I'm definitely going to do something like this, especially from I think from a Christian perspective. I would love to do that. So the production really gets me excited and like putting things together. So I did tell him that. I was like, yeah, but if you're looking for like a production assistant, hey, you know, I'm here. And I might email them just to see like if they're still doing it and how that's going as well with that. But I said no primarily because I was thinking, would they really be able to match me with somebody that's actually compatible with me? Now, the thing is, they would match you with your specific preferences as well. So it wouldn't be just like anyone. They would literally try to meet you where you're at, which I really love. But at the same time, I was just thinking, the reality of the thing is, if you're not from the same faith, if you're not Christian, and even other faith, but we're talking about Christianity at the moment. If you're not a Christian, it's really hard for you to decipher and sift through people who claim to be Christian just because they say I'm a Christian on their profile. And I just didn't want to waste anyone's time. I know my specific, you know, requirements that I have as someone who a godly man who proclaims the faith. And it's not perfection. It's just that I truly believe in leadership. I truly believe in submission. And I truly believe in dating for marriage as well. It's not just dating for fun. And I think I look for certain qualities in a man that I could submit to in a marriage. And if I can't see that, then, you know, I'm just not gonna carry on. I'm just not gonna carry on. I have to honor that, and also stop wasting people's time as well. If you see something in the beginning, just like, you know, let it go. Cut it. What are we doing? But the other reason as well is I really was thinking about my career, and I was just thinking, oh, this will be a great career boost. People would know my face. They will see the backside of me, but also like they would see the fact that I am a writer in pursuing this career in the arts and stuff like that. And I really didn't want to waste someone's time, because I was considering that if I'm solely focused on the fact of what career prospects and opportunities would be provided for me, and partnerships, you know, I'm pretty sure this would be something that would probably be on Netflix. And I'm thinking about the partnerships, and as much as a lot of people think that way, like I think about Love is Blind, these kind of shows, you know, when someone's just there for the likes and the yeah, they're just here to be the exposure that it brings. I didn't want that to be my sole focus, and it really would have been, because I didn't have any faith in them, sadly, gosh, in their ability to provide me with that. And I think it was something the guy said during the conversation. I was just like, yeah, no. And also I wasn't, because I'm not part of production, I wouldn't be, in the editing room. And I'm like, I wonder how they would edit me. And the thing is, like, it's a hard one. It's a tough one, because you have to keep people entertained. You have like 45 minutes, to about 15 minutes. You're pushing it if you say an hour for this kind of, show. And sometimes it's 30 minutes. So you have like this limited amount of time. You're literally doing a full day with people, multiple days with people, and then you have multiple cast members to kind of squish in their dating life and their process and their journey. And I don't think it's always like, oh, the editor is out to get people. Sometimes I really think it's just about entertainment and keeping people entertained throughout the duration of the show. And you have to pick out the bits that will really grab people and really tug on people's hearts or make them laugh or whatever it might be. You really have to think about your audience. So I don't always think the editor is bad, but I just think that I would love to be a part of the process. I basically would want to see the edit before it's out, and I don't think I would have the restriction, in a part of the program. So, which I understand, because like, who am I? I'm just the cast. I'm important, okay? Don't get it twisted. I am important. I believe that, my words are powerful and important. But at the same time, this is not my show. And I had to respect that as well. So I think I was just thinking about those three things were quite big. Were the bigger thing. And I would say I do still think about it. Not every day, but sometimes it'll pop in my head like, oh, what if I did say yes? But I feel like I think about the piece that I have not saying yes and saying no, and I'm like, I'm actually okay. I'm not like in any kind of weird place. I'm actually a-okay. But who knows? I might email them to see if they're still doing things, and just be honest about those were my concerns as well. Especially in terms of the matching and also the career boost. I think those were the two things. And I don't want to, I've had people, even in real life, like, I'm just me, and it can be construed as me being, not aggressive, but just like maybe combative, or I'm a strong character, but I am also very soft as well. I am quite a soft. And what's interesting, only a few people understand that I might say something and it's not in any way to harm someone or be rude. Is really just, I probably haven't thought through it yet, maybe, and said something that I didn't think it might offend someone. And my friends and family who know me, really, they love me and they accept me for how I am and who I am. And they know that my heart is definitely pure about a lot of things. Not always, obviously, I have things to grow from. So I think I'm thinking about the editing, and I'm thinking about how it be perceived, especially like if I'm on a date with someone. I'm not just going to be like, oh my gosh, what's your favorite color? Wow, that's so incredible. I'm not going to do that. I'm literally going to be like, so what's your doctrinal belief? Who is a pastor, preacher that you follow, and why? What does leadership look like to you? Who are you submitted to any authority in your life? And I'm literally like, and we can joke as well. Like, I do like to laugh. And if you know me, I like to laugh. And I like to be silly and giggly and stuff like that. But if like I said, I'm not just dating for fun. I would want to date for marriage, because it's a lot of time wasting and a lot of like emotional things that can happen. And I guess you can also date for just enjoying someone's time and company, and just like, because I'm pretty sure they will be. I think they said they would pay for the dates. Usually, that's what happens. If you see a dating show and you're like, "Oh, this person did this amazing," like I like to watch that show. What's it called? Lord Jesus. Oh gosh, Ready to Love. I love to watch Ready to Love. And don't watch my head wrap, okay? I just did that so quickly because I had a few meetings today and I just like had to I need to fix my hair underneath. But anyway, so Ready to Love, and you see this amazing things. Oh my gosh, he thought about this and they did this, and who's paying for that? Literally, the production is paying for that. They're not paying for that. So if they didn't have that money, they wouldn't do it majority of the time. So, and it's sad because you see a lot of like these dating shows like Pop the Balloon, which is really cool. I only watch one. The other ones are it's just too much about looks. It's too much. I mean, Arlette's one, there's looks as well. But like, oh man, honestly, I just cannot. Like, if somebody put themselves together, like, I don't know. Like, anyway, moving. That's a whole different thing. But it's the same. Like, there's people who just come on and then like when it's time for them to go on a date, they have never met. They're taking how long to go on a date? 2 weeks. 2 weeks? What? Do you know what I mean? Like, we need to get things moving. Like, stop wasting time. And if you're in my life, like, I'm just thinking about time. But I also do agree that we can enjoy someone's company, and I think I can enjoy a date knowing that if I'm gonna see like, okay, what I will not accept in a relationship, like, oh, this person is a really nice person, but you know what? I'm not interested to carry on, and that can be as it comes. But I don't want to be one of those females who are like just enjoying all of the princess treatment and knowing full well you're not interested in this person, but you're luring them in, and then yeah, nothing happens. Like, I just can't be a part of that. Yeah, so that was it. That's my little story time. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I would love to be part of production, probably not starring in it, and I would love to do one like about Christian meeting together and like connecting and seeing if there's a possibility. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see. I'll pray about it. But that was my story time. Let me know, what do you think? Would you have accepted that proposal? Like, would you have like said yes? Let me know what you think, because I think there's beauty in that, but also I'm just thinking about the downfall. I literally have to think like uh I literally have to think strategically about these things. But I'm quite analytical anyway, so I think yeah, I can't just go with the flow. Sometimes I can. If I trust you, I can go with the flow. I'm like, oh, flow with the wind. Don't really care. But if I don't have that yet, then it won't happen. But thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Would you have joined this dating show? Someone approached you. What do you think about my reasons for not joining the dating show? And yeah, I'll see you in my next video, and check out my next video, which YouTube will suggest to you just now and on the screen. Take care. God bless. Jesus loves you.